Okay, hello everyone. This is John Jay from Health Talk with John Jay. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. So I'm back again to share some important information with you. So in my last video, I shared with you 5 tips that you can use or you can implement in order to better manage your blood pressure. If you're watching this video and for some reason you did not have the opportunity yet to see that video, I want to encourage you to tune into my YouTube page to get those information. So for today, I want to share with you 4 dangerous things that can happen if your blood pressure is poorly managed. If your blood pressure remains under control for a long period of time, there are 4 dangerous things that can happen to you. And these are just a few. So many other things can happen, but I'm just going to share with you these 4 things. Okay? These things are so dangerous that if care is not taken, you can end up with a serious complication. And then worst case, sometimes you may even lose your life, right? So the first thing that can happen to you if your blood pressure is poorly managed, these are not in any specific order. I'm just giving you these 4 diseases that can possibly occur. So the first one is kidney failure. Because over time, if your blood pressure remains high, it causes stress on your vessels that transport your blood back throughout your body to all the different organs or in your body. So sometimes those arteries or your veins can become blocked, or sometimes blood clot can develop in those things, and it can cause major problems. So when it affects your kidney, guess what? You can end up with kidney failure. And when your kidneys fail, that means you need what's called dialysis in order to save your life. Now, without dialysis, when you have kidney failure, eventually you will end up losing your life prematurely. Okay. So the second disease is a stroke. I'm sure we've all heard about a stroke, or we know someone who have had a stroke before, or maybe you have a family member that have been a victim of a stroke. So a stroke happens when the vessels, again, like I said, your blood vessels, because when this blood pressure remains high over a time, it causes stress on your arteries and your veins. Sometimes you may develop blood clot, or it may block the arteries or veins that transport this blood to and forth the different parts of your body. So a stroke occurs when a blood clot is formed within your vessels that transport the blood to your brain, and that clot goes to your brain, and that's how you can develop a stroke. And then we all know people that have had a stroke sometimes end up being paralyzed. Sometimes they can't talk. And stroke is a very serious condition. And there are 2 types of stroke, which I did a video already on stroke. If you want to learn more about it, you can again log onto my YouTube page and you can see that video. But there are 2 types of stroke, and the timing of a stroke is very important. I may eventually do a quick tip video too on the signs and symptoms to look for when you have a stroke, because timing is very crucial. When you are witnessing someone having symptoms of a stroke, it's important that you get them to a healthcare center as soon as possible. There's a time frame within 2 to 4 hours of the onset of their symptoms. All right. And the next condition that can be so dangerous is aneurysm. Right? So when you hear aneurysm, think of a balloon. So remember I said your arteries and your veins are responsible. They are called your blood vessels. They are responsible for transporting the blood throughout your body. So, but what happens with aneurysm, just think of your vessel as a balloon. When you blow a balloon, every time, let's say you get a balloon, whether it be water balloon or any other balloon, so you blow that balloon, you blow it to the maximum capacity, and you let it air out, and you blow it again to the maximum capacity, and you let it air out. So every time you blow that balloon to the maximum capacity and let it air out, that the material that the balloon is made from gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and eventually when you go to blow that balloon again to the max, you'll just hear it pop, pop, and it just bursts. So that's how an aneurysm occurs. So Every time your blood pressure is high, it creates stress on your vessel. So it may cause some of your vessel to become if not blocked completely, it may be so constricted. Instead of it being open to where it needs to be, it will be so constricted, that every time you blow, the blood will cause that area where there's that constriction to swell up. And then when your blood pressure goes down, it goes back down. So eventually it will get to a point where the vessel walls will get so thin that it will just pop. And that's how an aneurysm occur. Now you can get an aneurysm in your brain, and then you can also get an aneurysm in your belly, which is called your abdomen. Okay, and the last thing that can happen to you if your blood pressure is poorly managed. Now I'm saying last, but it's not last, because so many other issues can result because of uncontrolled blood pressure. But I'm just saying last because I'm only addressing 4 conditions that can happen. So the last one I'm going to talk about is a heart attack. So heart attack happens too when you have that blood clot goes to your heart, or when your heart gets, and when you have that blood clot that travels straight to your heart. So that's how a heart attack happens. And when a heart attack happens, if it's a massive heart attack, there is no reversing it. And once you've had a minor heart attack, your chances of having a massive heart attack increases. So each time you have a minor heart attack where you by the grace of God, you are able to survive it, it increases your chances of having a massive heart attack where you may not survive. And you will never know when this is going to happen. So I just want to encourage you, if you are living with high blood pressure, or you know a family or a friend who has high blood pressure, just encourage them to keep their blood pressure managed for a period of time. Sometimes your blood pressure will be high. You may not even know that it's high. You may not even have any symptoms, but it does not mean that the damage is not being caused. So these are long-term damage that can occur. So let's follow your doctor's advice. Take your medication as prescribed. Like I said in my previous video, if you're smoking, work on stopping smoking. Also, you incorporate exercise in your daily routine. Try to eat right, eat a better diet by eating more fruits and vegetables. These are just simple tips that can help us. I know it's hard because we all are used to a certain way of living, a certain way of eating and doing things, and then all of a sudden we have to make these major changes. But every little steps count. So these are my 4 these are my 4 things I want to share with you today. I hope this was helpful, and take care, and you all have a blessed day, and I will be back again. Look out for my next video. If you want more information on these diseases, like I said, you can check out my YouTube page. It's called Health Talk with John J, and I'm gonna put the information below this video. Thank you all, and have a blessed day. Stay safe. Bye.